Okay.
You know? Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, you can write your number on here.
Here,
Councilman Martin.
let me put it on here.
And you will bring in the lease agreement that was signed with the city, because the city has a problem providing public records. So I'm hoping that you will bring those.
What I will say to you, sir, is, I'll talk to my elder group like I always do. I have elders that I answer to. I don't do anything. I'm only 47. I ain't that sharp.
But you signed
That's
the,
why.
No, and I'm gonna act because it's property of the nonprofit. That's not my property.
see,
Here you go, Brother Johnson.
It's property of the
Let me
nonprofit.
check this with
see, if we had a good city, we could ask the city to provide us copies.
Yes. I think we got a decent
you.
city.
Okay, we got another meeting coming up. We're not going to use hours here.
I'm not talking.
Everyone,
I'm not talking.
let the record reflect the discussion, we call it the discussion, about hoop houses is concluding at 6:26. Is concluded, okay?
Well, you got 4 more minutes, man.
Yeah, but let them get ready for their meeting, finance, which is probably much more important than this, but
Well, why
this is
can't
important.
why can't the law director answer some questions?
Well, she can, you know, you got a few minutes. Okay, answer the questions. Y'all got a question for the law director? We got 3 minutes, hold it, guy.
If he signed an agreement with the city, did she sign? And did the mayor sign it? Who signed off on
The
it?
mayor signed it and she signed it.
No, let the law
I'm
director,
sorry.
she's a professional here, go ahead.
Mr. Holmes, Mr. Johnson came to me last year with a project that had already been pre-approved by council. And what I had to do was to review it and look over it to make sure it was consistent with what the city wanted. I didn't know too much about the project, so I went to the mayor's office and asked the chief of staff as well as the administrative assistant. They said if this was an ongoing, legitimate project. So I reviewed the paperwork. All that was, it wasn't a formal lease. All that was required was that we allow Mr. Johnson's group, not Mr. Johnson, but there was a group, I don't remember what the entity was, to use the parcels. And it is true that later on I learned that the sewer district wanted to use not only some of his parcels, but I think there were several others, one of which was Dr. Patricia
Blahoviak. Blahoviak is in it.
Bahoviak. And they took hers, they're taking her parcel as well, Dr. Bahoviak's parcel as well.
The
That
Northeast
she
Ohio
was
Sewer
using as,
District? Okay.
for gardening as well. Now, they haven't completed all of the parcel eminent domain complaints, and I've been responding to each one as they're filed in probate court. And so they want 19 parcels that they are appropriating, and so far they've only filed for 11. And so I've responded to 11 complaints, and I'm expecting 8 more.
Do you have any paperwork you can show us?
I have the legislation that's on file.
I'm talking about what they signed the
He
agreement.
wants to see the leases, the lease.
Agreement.
It wasn't a formal lease. We just sent paperwork to the Department of Agriculture that said that they could use that. They could
Yeah, but
use
they didn't
the-
sign no agreement.
We allowed them to use the,
Yeah, but I'm talking about the agreement, what they was gonna do and how and all that.
there was no detail. We just allowed them to use the property for agricultural purposes. We had no detail in that allowance about whether or not organic tomatoes or organic green beans or organic mushrooms were going to be used in the specific project. We took it on good faith that it would be used for whatever purposes the federal government wanted it used for. And we let them use the land for that purpose. We were to get nothing from it. There was no consideration. There was no monies exchanged. It was just out of the largesse of the city's heart, as well as the promise, oral promise, that they would cut the grass and they would keep it mowed.
Well, none of it been cut.
this year,
which
when he started.
I understand was done from the service director last year. Now, it is true that a lot of land has laid fallow, I guess, over the winter. And I would imagine that, you know, if he wants to use it again, that that'll resume.
Yeah, my only problem with the whole thing is, when you run into agreement, arrangement, or whatever y'all call it, contract, all parties have to sign. I thought, I may be wrong. I'm not a lawyer.
We said something to
Yeah,
that,
I just want to say,
Cause-
it's interesting
the federal
because,
government.
I'm gonna tell you what the agreement was.
Okay.
Don't tell us yours.
I am, maybe. I'm gonna let you meet the lady that owns the nonprofit, Mr. What's this?
Why is she?
Because she's at work. This was last minute, sir. You didn't give us no notice.
I ain't didn't know.
All right, but I just found out this man. No, I called him when I looked on the internet and seen that he was campaigning to call the government and all this. I called him.
Well, Mr. Holmes,
I'm gonna give you the answer.
Mr. Holmes,
She had
nothing
permission.
has been signed for 2016. That was asked to 2015. So thus far, nothing has come to me for this year.
The wording is, just to give you a general she allowed, like she said, it was agreement that we can use the land for the Cleveland Seasonal High Tunnel Program. This is Cleveland.
yeah.
This is Cleveland, man. Oh, I'm sorry, for the 11 congressional district.
Okay.
Akron, anything in the 11 congressional districts, which is in the district of the Honorable Marcia Fudge, is eligible for this program. If you poor, never farmed before, anything like that, you are eligible. It's a land conservation program. Period. They just use the high tunnels to push land conservation. Like I said, I could just plant red clover and be in the tone for the USDA, but I eat food, and I'm tired of buying that food. I wish y'all would get together and get on why they got that spoiled, nasty food at the market. That'd be a good topic to push, in my opinion.
Talk to the man next to you.
No, I'm not gonna talk to nobody. I'll put it in the room because somebody else initiated this on
Brother
me.
Johnson, you got the charge, you got my number, you got our clerk's number.
One last quick question.
Yeah.
One last quick question. So the Northeast Ohio Regional Sewer District is pushing forward and putting this water project, no matter what the
They have to
residents
get
say.
the approval of probate court. That is at that level.
They're in the
Because we
Pacific
didn't
Crest.
approve anything.
Because-
They're taking it by appropriation.
The last meeting that we had, when Councilman Martin stood up and said that nothing was done, I don't think he knew that they were moving forward to do eminent domain. Because no,
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
That's something we
Matter of
should know.
fact, the last conversation I had with them, everybody, was I was trying to get a big meeting to have the council, the mayor, the school board, to get everything worked out. And they said that they had to check something and then get back to me, and they haven't. So apparently, they're going eminent domain. I think
I have
they
the
know.
school boards, lawyers been brought into this because at Mayfair Elementary School, everybody's against that location. And the school board has already voted against it. But I don't think they know. They'll know today. But they didn't know.
Eminent domain.
And that they're sneaking out. This man should never been
Yeah,
approached.
they shouldn't have came.
He
at
should
you
have
like
never
that.
been approached.
Man, they told me basically, and I said they're in here, because unbeknownst to y'all, I'm emotionally attached to this, man. I put a lot of
I
my
feel
own
your passion
money,
for
my
it,
own
Johnson.
time. My wife let me use some of our money, man. And the sewer department came and told me I ain't done nothing. And ain't nothing I can do about it because they got a federal decree saying that they got to get that drain system in there and nothing can stop it. Now that's what they told me. And so we are negotiating them moving me to another street that's dilapidated, tore up. I'm pushing them to clean up a whole street for the city. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to keep talking, but what
Okay. Well, get with me. We're going to adjourn the meeting now. It went a little on 6:35. Thank you. Thank you for your patience.
Thank you for hearing me.
And
I just don't like
I
the
will
fact
get
that Channel
in
5
contact
got my stuff. They gonna do what they
Brother
want
Holmes
edit how they want.
and
Nothing against you
Struthers,
personally. I'm just
and
saying.
anybody's interested when this Alfonso guy comes and we can get this thing
Yeah,
cleared up.
please. So you,
But-
at least nobody who see you will be in the know, like this brother is,
What-
of exactly what is going on.
And
So when they approach
Brother
the
Johnson,
future,
you know what's good that came out of this besides what you're doing? I didn't know that they was doing eminent domain here, the Northeast Ohio School.
Nobody knew.
That's new.
Nobody knew.
But I know they taking my money and acting like they have.
Okay.
Nobody knew.
A lot of other cities are doing different things to conserve land. Like I'm a vegetarian, so I'm kind of against this, although the deer have been a prominent problem all over, but I know they've just approved culling in the cities of Parma, Seven Hills, Broadview Heights, and another city, and I think Parma Heights is even considering legislation where they will be culling deer, but I don't think that most of the people in East Cleveland would agree with that. I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna say this. We definitely, I know firsthand that we gotta, I ain't call it deer problem, they were here before us. We gotta find a way to coexist with these deers if you're growing food.
They down there, huh?
They was here before us. Oh man,
Okay.
I used to, literally, I used to be in my high tunnels because I stayed on the hill, man. It was my sanctuary. Y'all can't understand, man. I love plant, I love nature.
Okay.
Anyway, I used to be in one high tunnel in the rain. The deer go in the middle and look at me because I never throw rocks at them or nothing. It was just amazing to me that they was that comfortable. When my truck leave, they come and play and eat. When my truck they go across the street and lay down, man. When I cut the grass, man, they just start laying. The kids was playing. I'm like, look at nature. They saying thanks. I'm telling you the truth, man. As a matter of fact, if you play that piece of trash they put on TV the other day, it's a deer out there then. But they too busy worrying about the hoop out there, the sewage that you got.
Okay.
And you know what? One more thing. I took the plastic off First Street.
You got your wife behind you?
No, this is one of my elders, like my mom.
All right, okay.
This is my buddy, man. She makes sure I stay in order.
Okay.
I'm a little ragged. We need people like this with me, I'm gonna be honest. But I'm gonna say one thing, I'm through with that. All the plastic is off First Avenue because the kids be coming from school. You go to the one with no kids coming from school, nothing never happened. All the ones with kids come through from school, they tear up the plastic, they swing, it's like toys in there. And I have to pay $250 to $500 every spring or the USDA will get me. You understand? This shit is serious. This ain't no joke. So what I did on First Avenue was took it all off. It's laying in there because it belonged to the sewer district. But I wasn't gonna let them make me look raggedy.
How does it belong to the sewer district? They haven't got that. Not
Hey,
your
look
property
here,
yet.
sir. I don't have no military. I don't have nobody on the Senate, the Congress. I don't got nobody to fight. They are the Northeast Ohio Regional Sewer District. That means Cleveland, Columbus.
Yeah,
They're not no municipality.
Yeah,
I have no
they got a lot of money.
funds to fight them.
Yeah.
And I talked to the people that I talked to at City Hall. They told me, man, it is what it is. Then I come to you, Mr. Brad, and say, man, do I got to give these people my stuff?
Columbus is not part of the.
Well, I don't know for sure, but I know they bigger than the municipality.
Yeah, they're powerful. So we'll end on that. Thank you, Brother Johnson.
All right,
I'm
stand
looking
listen
here
now.
for you now. I gave you myself.
Man, you ain't got to worry about me, Mr.
Okay.
Martin. I'm a man of my word.
Get Alfonso in here so we can,
Man, I'm going to talk to him as soon as I can, let him know.
And I'm quite sure that others are going to follow with this eminent domain situation that we didn't know
Oh,
nothing
yeah.
about. Brother Key, you got the last comment. Then we move
Councilman
on.
Martin, you
Okay.
can close the meeting, we can talk after.
Okay, all right. Okay, because you got a finance meeting coming up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. The meeting's adjourned. All
Can I
right.
stand and listen?
Yeah.
Give me a minute and I'll be right back.
So Councilman Martin,
Yeah.
how many times have you been out here?